It's just a beautiful parish, and we have a beautiful congregation, a beautiful family of faith here.
How fortunate are we to be part of a parish that is so strong within their stewardship?
The misconceptions of stewardship is that people right away normally, think stewardship, they want money.
When we do an outreach for stewardship, we're really seeking the gifts and talents that God has bestowed on each of us.
We all have things that we can do that support the church, and by doing so support the faith, and I think it's just being that example to one another on a weekly basis and the days in between.
You don't have to mention time, talent, and treasure. You don't have to mention prayer, hospitality, faith formation, and service. It just happens.
Good morning.
My faith was built on giving.
Those people are continuing to give of their time, talent, and treasure.
We just, it's just something my parents taught me as a young man to give back.
For us and our family, it's more about consistency. It's also more about teaching our kids what's important.
The things that are part of the faith formation of adults happens on a daily basis with our children in the school.
Like when I was a little kid, I kind of looked up to like all the older kids, and then and now that I'm older, I have more responsibilities. So then I have to set a good role model for all the other little kids.
How incredible that will be for the future of our church.
A stewardship way of life is a thankful way of life.
Stewardship really isn't about an obligation of filling out a piece of paper. It's about a relationship, finding a relationship with God, with Jesus.
It's about bringing other people to Him. And one of the best ways that I think to do that is through the parish.
So I remember the first time that I gave out communion, I felt the Lord say to me that I wasn't doing that for Him, that He was doing that for me. And so that was very humbling.
And what makes the parish dynamic and welcoming is when people move the fears away.
To me, hospitality starts at the front door.
Good morning.
I mean, just take greeting, for instance. It is something that we can all, 6 of us, do as a family. And so if nothing else, we're all doing something in the church together.
We hear it from people, quite frankly, that we know or come to know is how welcoming and how hospitable we are.
Amazed at just the hospitality and the welcomeness, the fact that we had been to many parishes and many churches, and no one had noticed that we were not a part of the parish or the church. And right away, the very first night, Father Mike said, "Hi, you're new faces."
I personally just have a habit of just stopping people and saying, I don't think I've seen you here before. And it's amazing what that does.
Our family was immediately embraced. And then the second time that we came, people were like, "Oh, we heard you were here last week." And you're like, "You heard we were here? You don't even know us." So it was it's just right away. It was that welcoming environment in a home that I'd never experienced in a church environment anywhere.
Truly is a parish family, not just a place you go and sit in for an hour and leave.
Stewardship plays a big example in prayer life.
I'm constantly learning and growing in my faith, having that daily prayer to ask for that relationship with God to continue to build and grow.
It allows those teachable moments that happen every once in a while that wouldn't happen when I might not be within the walls of the church or on the parish proper.
If it's not money that he can give, at least he's giving back his time as well.
Our parishioners are giving that gift to our kids every single day. They're enabling us to have the opportunities that build strong faith formation.
It gives you a chance to be involved with people all excited about your faith as you all.
And sometimes I think we need to reach out to people and ask them.
The goal of Stewardship with Blessed Sacrament Parish is to get every person involved however they feel that they can involve themselves.
And this is the joy. And so when we talk about stewardship, it's not a book, it's not a lecture, it's just the way we live.
A stewardship way of life is a thankful way of life.
How we treat people, the services we do, and recognizing the gifts that God gave us and giving them back to the church.
Giving thanks back to God for what He has given you. He has given us time, He's given us talent, He's given us treasure.
I once heard if everybody used their gifts, that their God-given gifts in the church, that there wouldn't be any needs.
And the same goes with our money. We don't own any of it. We're called to manage it while we have it on earth, and so we teach them that part of that is giving back.
You'd be surprised when you get in yourself how much it means back to you by giving.
In the end, you realize that you've gotten more joy out of stepping out of your comfort zone than you did if you would have stayed in it.
We as parishioners see that, and in doing that, we take pride in our church. We take pride in what is done here, and we are very thankful for that.
It's home, it's family.
And it's vibrant. It's full of, in some cases, different people, and not the same faces that were here once upon a time, but yet there's that continuity. The spirit of the parish continues.
And I always come away feeling good that Blessed Sacrament is doing a lot of things right, a lot of things good.
If we don't take pride in it, we should. It's a beautiful parish.